What's up, guys? It's the Tyrant King here, back with more Formula 1 22 My Team Career Mode. Now, this race we're going to get into the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. But beforehand, as you may or may not know, YouTube lost a great person very recently. And I'm going to commemorate him with a special livery for the Saudi Grand Prix. Of course, sadly I'm talking about Technoblade. And I will be using a livery I have just made now to commemorate him, and hopefully for him we can have a good race. So,
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
for the first time we're going to have a Pirelli hot lap. Now, I've done one of these before in a personal career mode. Let's see what it is. So, we're going to be driving a McLaren 720S around, I think it's Sector 2 or partway through Sector 2 of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix track. We've got to get 100.75 miles per hour, I think, on average. So let's try it. Of course, I'm not very used to driving an F1 car on this game. Sorry, I'm not very used to driving a road car on this game. Because obviously it's the F1 game. Very difficult to steer. Okay. Oh! There's a second attempt, okay. Oh yeah, I've done it. I forgot there was a second attempt. Right. I'm gonna try carry a lot more speed through. Put the power down a lot earlier. Try and straight line it through here. Through this corner, and it's almost the same time. So at the minute we're getting a silver, which isn't that bad. And you got to remember, I'm playing on controller, which I don't think I've mentioned yet. Or at least I didn't mention it in the first video, I don't think. But yes, I am playing on controller. $98. Wait, bronze? What did I need for silver? Oh, I needed 99. I thought I needed 95 miles an hour for silver. Anyway, now, I'll see you for qualifying. So then, here we are at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Now, I am pretty fast around here, if I do say so myself. I reckon I'll get out of Q1. Might sneak my way into Q3. And one thing I completely forgot to mention at the end of last episode is Nico actually got a point. Meaning our team actually got points. Meaning we're at, I think it's like 6th in the standings, which I find incredible after the first race. Hopefully, I can actually have a good race and, you know, finish this one, you know. Hit the wall out of the last corner there and on the way in, so I think that's going to definitely hamper our lap, and we're 1.8 off of Russell. Not good. So, first lap was not good. I'm going to have to really hook it up on this lap so that I get through to the next round of qualifying. And I will gain over a second coming out of the last corner. Keep it as tight as I can up to the line. It's a 131 flat. And that's 14 through to Q2. Oh, where's Nico? Nico's 15. I'm going to head out for one flying lap on this occasion, just because I need to save some time with the race in case there's an incident. And yeah, we're last in qualifying, so we're going to be starting P16 with Nico 13th. Not a good session, but I will see you for the race.
So here we are then, welcoming you today to one of the jewels of the Arab world, Jeddah. One of the biggest cities in Saudi Arabia, second only to Riyadh, gateway to Mecca, and one of the biggest ports in the region. And now, host to the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Sainz, Perez, George Russell and Hamilton, Bottas, Fernando Alonso, Magnussen and Yuki Tsunoda, Ocon, Gasly, Nico Hülkenberg and Vettel, the owner driver, Albon, Mick Schumacher and Lance Stroll, Joe, Latifi, Norris and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box. Ant, it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn one, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
So then, on the grid for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, we're going to be pitting on lap 11 for the off of the mediums that we start on, and going on to the hard tyre. Let's see how it goes. And of course we've got to start with the formation lap. I'll see you at the end. So then, here we are now, rounding the final corner of the formation lap. We're going to line up, hopefully, very well into our grid slot. I don't know whereabouts on the grid we are in terms of what side. I can't remember. I think, yeah, we're on the right-hand side, so we're going to be on the racing line, so there's not going to be much grip for us off the start, just like in Bahrain. And we get purple.
Incredible parking there,
on the
nice
grid.
one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get a good launch as the race starts.
So, the lights are on, and it's lights out, and away we go here in Jeddah. I get an okay launch, not the best secondary start, as I'm now down the inside of Nico, first wheel-to-wheel battle with him this year, and I've overtaken him into 14th place. Nico dropping very fast, as Pierre Gasly and Ocon going side by side really slow me down through turn 4. As now into 5 and 6 we go. I go a bit wide through there, and yeah, that's not the line through the fast sector 1.
That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
So Ocon ahead as Verstappen has taken the lead of the race. Incredible stuff from the Dutchman. As we now have Albon all over the back, out of that corner, onto the back straight, but we are going to keep ahead onto the main straight, get a very tight line, which gives us the better racing line through into the main straight. And here we go now, trying to go around the outside of Ocon. We manage it, only I think because there's a battle ahead that caught Ocon napping a bit as we go into turn 4, 5 and 6. Very, very risky stuff here at this Saudi Grand Prix, as I am struggling again. I just can't get the grip out of these corners. I am running wide almost every time as the tyres are overheating. As we're now P13. The highest, I believe, we've ever been in this car. Ocon has sailed round the outside.
There's been an incident on track.
Gasly's pit with damage. Hulkenberg has also got past.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead.
As Hulkenberg almost screeches into the back of Ocon. I don't know how to speak words anymore. Ocon is unable to pass Vettel at the minute. I don't know why he's struggling so much, but it's allowing me to catch up a lot into sector 3. As Ocon, I think, did Ocon hit the barrier? I think he did. As they're now going to go side by side through the very fast left-hander. And now they're fighting a lot into turn 27, the final turn of this track. They bang wheels. They actually clash into the corner. Hulkenberg gets a very good exit. I get a good exit. I might be able to catch onto the back of Vettel here, but Vettel is going to try to go around the outside of Ocon, and Ocon locks up, and I go through the pair of them. What a move! I'm into the points here.
That's P10. You've moved up into the top 10. Well done.
As very bad line through there. Ocon now gonna have a go at us down this back straight here. And we are not going to fight it that much. We are going to push through now, though, and take the DRS off of Esteban. And now, hopefully, Vettel can catch up to Ocon.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
And give us a bit more breathing room.
Here's some information on Tsunoda for you. They seem to have an issue.
So Tsunoda has an issue. So hopefully we can begin to catch him. But we also have to defend from Ocon. I'm going to deploy as much battery as I can down the straight. Ocon is going to get slightly ahead. I'm now going to dive back down the inside and retake P10. And Ocon shouldn't be able to fight us that much because we have the DRS. But I think the Alpine does have a slightly higher top speed. So Tsunoda definitely has an issue because there's no way he's losing that much time on pure pace. Because I am battling Ocon a lot through the final sector and the start of sector 1. We go down the inside on Tsunoda into the fast corner. I did not expect that move
Good job.
in
Nice
that
overtake.
place on the track. That puts us in P9. Very good positioning for the latter half of this race. Oh, Ocon turns in. Into the corner, he turns in on us. Very sportsmanlike, I have to say, Esteban. I'm going to push him right wide there. And maybe give Tsunoda the opportunity to scrap back at him now. And, of course, we're going to go wide through there, because we always do. Nico's now in P11. I take it he's overtaken the very slow AlphaTauri of Yuki Tsunoda. And, of course, you don't want Tsunoda to DNF. Because then what does that mean for us? Ocon, in theory, should hit this lap. But even though I'm still going to take the DRS off him, I'm now going to close DRS. He's actually staying out for another lap. As I go very cautiously into the pit lane. A bit more cautious than I normally go, but again, I'm fighting for points for the first time ever. And it's a late stop. It's going to be a slow one.
That stop was slower than we ideally wanted to see. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
So we need to be very careful on pit exit because these tyres are going to be icy cold. And we're going to have to be very careful through sector 1. As we've not got the turn-in we need, we've not got the tyre grip we need. We need to be very careful. So our braking points are going to be massively exaggerated now. Although they seem to have warmed up enough now for us to continue normally for the rest of the race. Here we are now, gaining on Ocon. We do clip the inside wall. I think we're okay though, yes. Unless I'm blind, which I might be. It seems Ocon might be just too far ahead.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.6 seconds.
Nico is P12, we are P10. As I exceed track limits again after hitting an inside wall again. Oh, I didn't expect that. We've got past Ocon. We've got past him. One of the Red Bulls is slow. Who is that? It is a Red Bull. It's Sergio Perez out of the race. What has happened to the Mexican? Well, it's obviously, well, it's obvious he's had a DNF. What a shame for Red Bull. They were looking for... Oh! Safety car deployed.
Okay, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Now, do you think I could get on the soft tyre, come out ahead of Schumacher, and then challenge Hamilton for good points? I think I'll try it. Do you think I can get out ahead of Schumacher? No, I can't because the safety car... Yeah. So I'm not going to pit. Because, yeah, it says here, look, I'll rejoin in 12th, and everybody's going at top speed, so... I'm going to stay on the hard tyre. And we will go from there. So there we go, we instantly get Hamilton off of the green light.
Have a go. Come on, you can do this.
And that was absolute chaos into turn one. What happened there? And Russell now having a go down the inside in towards turn one. Can I keep ahead? It seems that maybe I can. As no, Nico is in the pits.
Nico's into the pits. Nico in the pits.
And that has ended his challenge in this race. As Tsunoda, I think, also boxed, or Tsunoda is definitely out of contention in this race. And, oh. Russell again. As there's yellow flags behind. I wonder if that's Lewis Hamilton.
Okay,
Russell
clear.
Just overtook under yellow flags. We're having a right old ding-dong battle. Clashing tyres everywhere. And yes, Lewis Hamilton is out of the race. I think...
Okay, there's been an incident on
Yeah,
the track
he's pulled over to the
resulting in
side.
loose
Mechanical
debris.
failure
Fortunately,
again.
the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far
Just
no
like
plans
Sergio
for a safety
Perez.
car.
No safety car this time, probably because we've only got one more lap of racing after this. As Russell
DRS has been
pulls
enabled.
ahead
DRS is
now.
Enabled.
And I'm going to try to go around the outside. A clash with Bottas, and Russell has got ahead. Russell stays in P4. He gets it back after losing it at the safety car restart. And now I've just got to hold P5. P5, though, still a brilliant result. They all now have DRS. They're all going to send it through the final corner. Bottas locks up, loses P5, loses P6. The late heroics don't help him at all. But we're going to fight it to the line with Alonso. We're going to lose P5 and only get
That's the end of the race.
P6.
We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
But still, an absolutely outstanding result, considering we did not finish last race.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt. What do you think it was today, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition?
Okay, so basically Anthony Davidson bugged out.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Charles Leclerc, currently leading the championship standings, extends his lead even further with this result. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I'm going to give it to the owner-driver today. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern-day Formula One.
Let's move on to the constructors. Ferrari continue to extend the gap at the top of the table. Another team that excelled today were Williams, who make further progress up the table. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
So then, a good race. And I'm happy with that performance. We finished P6. Whilst unfortunately Nico does finish 17th, Hamilton and Perez both DNF. Tsunoda a lap down. Hulkenberg wasn't far off the bottom. Of course, I just want to point out Daniel Ricciardo from P22 to P8. Incredible. As now we see the driver standings, Leclerc off to an early 19-point lead, with Sainz and Verstappen equal and 33 points behind. And in the constructors, Ferrari are definitely ahead. We're in P6. Very good result. Although we were in P6 beforehand. So, a good race. And I'll see you next time for the Australian Grand Prix. See you then.